So for this project, what I've done is I've created 2 modules all about how to create an engaging classroom. And what I've done, or what the main purpose of this is to identify and implement evidence-based student engagement strategies within the classroom and use those to analyze student engagement data. So your participation in these activities, how long they were on task, and even some of these do have formative assessments that can be implemented into the gradebook. So module 1 is all about your digital strategies. And I started this module out by discussing gamified learning. So for this module, I have created the benefits and the challenges that we see associated with gamified learning. And I've also included a little video for you to watch. There is another podcast here that is mentioned if you click on the link that can give you a little more in-depth information about why we use games in student engagement. After that, I did include a little Padlet where you kind of tell me whether you believe that these activities are beneficial in the classroom. You can scan that QR code, click the link, or if you click plus in this corner right here, you can automatically write your response, and you can even attach photos, or you can upload a file as well for your response. Under that, I discussed 2 of our big game-like technology-based strategies that I use a lot, quizzes and Book It. I included a little tutorial of how to use quizzes if you've never done it, as well as how you can use it to assign homework, which I've used in the past. Book It, I did show the different game modes, which a lot of the kids are interested in because there's a little more variety there. I also showed how you can edit different questions on one of my linear equation reviews that I've created, as well as the results that you can get at the end of a session, where it shows you your accuracy as a class, and underneath this it will show you your accuracy for students. Another Padlet here, again, you'll click the plus and write your response on how you could implement this into your next unit. Short answer is another method that you can use, technology-based, that allows students to explain the reasoning behind their thoughts. So I did show that one I've done in the past, as well as the feedback criteria, and I included a little video here about Battle Royale, which is the mode that my students like to use the best. Finally, I included Ed Puzzles. This is a video that you can embed into Google Classroom where there's questions embedded in it. It allows you to take a formative assessment on material that might be new or a review for the students. And at the bottom here, if you click start, it includes a little scenario-based questions to identify useful tools. So you would read the question, pick an answer. If it's not correct, it'll have a little X. If it is correct, it'll then show you a big check, and then you can move on to the next question. At the bottom here, I did include a link to your next tab, which is your non-technology-based strategies, as well as a little link for Zoom and a time that I'll be going on Zoom. At the bottom as well, there is my email, which can be used to set up a Zoom meeting for just one-on-one time if you would like. So the other module here that I included was all about your non-technology-based strategies. So things that could be easy in your classroom or are very beneficial if not every student has access to this. So I included at the beginning a little Mentimeter where you can brainstorm some words that would represent what would your classroom be like with higher engagement levels. So again, scan the QR code, click here, and on the side here we will see all of our words together in a little word cloud. I did add 2 words here at the beginning to show as an example, so creativity and competitive. Both of those things we can see in a classroom with a little bit more engagement. Now, I did describe different types of engagement strategies. One of them is physical movement, so there's a bunch of games that you can implement in the classroom. Four Corners and Bluff are ones that I really like a lot. I did include a couple videos here showing how Four Corners can be implemented in different style classrooms, so maybe a elementary-based classroom and one that's a little bit of a higher ed. Riddles is another strategy that I use a lot. I included some examples of games that I've used in the past. Movie tickets or exit tickets are also very beneficial. And this one in particular about movies makes it more interesting to the students, which would increase their engagement. Scavenger hunts or question trails, they help with error analysis, and they help it be more student-led than teacher-led. Response rate is a huge one. I use cold calling a lot, make sure that everyone's focused and engaged at all times because they don't know when they're going to be called on. Pass the question, send at starters, and then questions would also increase your high level thinking skills. Now at the bottom, what I've done here, a matchup activity where you're going to match up each of your words with their definitions. You'll click play, and then you'll just drag and drop. So for example, say I'm looking at physical movement. I know that's going to increase your blood flow, so I'd click that. Once I have them all done, I'll click submit answers, and it'll tell me which ones I've gotten correct. At the bottom of this, I have again included a slide back to our digital strategies, as well as when that Zoom meeting will be, and our password, which is engage. Hope this helps. Thank you.